Well, the use of federal pandemic relief money being allocated to private schools here in the state is a hot topic. 12 News' Tia McKenzie is live from the Mississippi Supreme Court. And Tia, what happened during today's court hearing?
Byron, the state Supreme Court heard arguments from both sides in today's critical case. As you may recall, the parents for public schools sued the state back in 2022. A Chancery Court judge sided with the advocacy group in October of that year. The Mid-South Association of Independent Schools appealed the decision, bringing us to today's court hearing. This comes after Governor Tate Reeves signed a bill that will create a program to help fund private schools with federal money. PPS argues the funding of private schools with taxpayers' dollars is illegal, citing the program violates Section 208 of the Mississippi Constitution. However, Mays argues that federal funding is not state funding, thus the court should reverse the Hinds County Chancery Court's decision.
This is federal money from the federal government for COVID relief funds. They were not to go to education per se. It was going to infrastructure development. And the legislature of Mississippi chose to appropriate that money to Mays. And there is an elaborate process where the member schools have to go through an application process, and each school can only receive a maximum of $100,000. So Mays attempted to intervene, and the provision of the Mississippi Constitution that parents for public schools were using to try to nullify the money going to Mays, we made the argument that that's a Blaine Amendment.
Section 208 of the Mississippi Constitution states in part, quote, no religious or other sect or sects shall ever control any part of the school or other educational funds of this state or any school that at the time of receiving such appropriation is not conducted as a free school, end quote. Daugherty argues that the language in Section 208 of the Mississippi Constitution was enacted to discriminate against Catholic schools who were educating newly freed slaves. Now, stay with 12 News. We will hear from the plaintiffs in this case in our 6 p.m. newscast. Reporting from the Mississippi Supreme Court, Tia McKenzie, 12 News.